Welcome to the Sharkpreneur podcast with Kevin Harrington and Seth Greene. Kevin Harrington is the inventor of the infomercial, one of the original sharks from the hit TV show Shark Tank, and has generated over $5 billion in TV and digital direct response sales. Seth Greene is the world's first trusted authority on cutting-edge direct response marketing, a best-selling author, and the only 3-time Marketer of the Year nominee. On the podcast, Kevin and Seth interview sharkpreneurs who share straight talk on what it takes to explode your business.
49 faces looked to him in triumph. Over the last 12 months, they had each taken turns and promoted his business for a week at a time, driving over $987,342 in revenue. What if you had a network of 50 centers of influence who promoted your business every week for a year? Grab your copy of the #1 Amazon best-selling book, The Ultimate Guide to Growing Your Business with a Podcast, at 33% off the Amazon price by going to ultimatepodcastbook.com. Again, that website for 33% off the Amazon price is ultimatepodcastbook.com. Welcome to the Sharkpreneur podcast. This is your co-host, Seth Greene. Today, I've got the good fortune to be joined by Hristo Arakliev, COO and co-founder of HYPERZON, a top-tier Amazon marketing agency that helps brands worldwide double their revenue by utilizing Amazon as a sales channel. Hristo, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Seth. How are you doing today?
I am fantastic. Thank you for joining us. Let's go back in time just a little bit. How did you get started?
Okay, that's a great question. On Amazon or in e-com in general?
Let's start with e-com first, and then we'll get to Amazon.
Okay, perfect. So it started around 9 years ago. I became part of a slow fashion company, and I was doing their direct marketing there. So I learned a lot about e-com and the space in general. And then Amazon grasped my interest at some point. A friend of mine was already doing it, and he told me about it. I started learning and learning and learning. And then at some point, starting having my own products. And from there, I thought, why not do it for other people? And at some point, I met my current partners, where we started HYPERZON 5 years ago. And yeah, the rest is history. It was a long journey that was definitely not easy, but here we are and moving forward strong with everything that we're doing, Amazon and beyond.
Well, let's talk about that. So what inspired HYPERZON when you came together with those folks?
Well, they were doing Amazon. Me and my wife were doing Amazon as well at the time, and we decided that it's a good idea to join forces and started to learn from each other, from each other's mistakes, most importantly, and see how we can utilize our strengths at the same time. And little by little, we became popular in the space in US specifically by going to events, and e-com brands, they saw the potential in what we were doing, because basically we're opening a completely new channel for them. As many of the brands we speak with, they're not even on Amazon, and they ask me questions like, can you make money on Amazon? And I'm like, yeah, definitely.
No, nobody's ever made any money on Amazon.
No, at all. So it's actually a very good synergy, because they're great marketers, but they focus on what they're great at, and that's building brands and pushing them to their website, no matter if it's Facebook, Google, or Instagram or TikTok. And they don't even have the time to educate themselves on Amazon. So this is where we come, and we provide all the support they need so that we can open up this completely new channel for them and double their revenue eventually in 10 to 12 months working together. So yeah.
That's a heck of a claim. So are you talking about we can double your revenue because you're not on Amazon, or do you also work with folks who are already on Amazon and help them make it work even better?
We work predominantly with brands that are not on Amazon, but we work also with brands that are on Amazon, but they're on Amazon because it sounds cool and they haven't done much on it. So they're on the platform, but they don't count on it. So we come and usually what happens is if you're a popular brand and if you list your products, you can always expect 10-12% spillover from your website, but that's as far as it goes. Our goal is to take this 10 to 12% to 60, 80, 100%, and sometimes above over time.
That's absolutely incredible. What are you finding are some of the biggest challenges that your e-commerce merchants are having that you are helping them solve?
To start with, even opening an account on Amazon, believe it or not, it's not as easy and straightforward in 2024. But when they go over that hurdle, what we do is we optimize everything so that people on the platform can find them. And if you already have even some traffic outside of Amazon and your brand is recognizable, this tremendously helps us for that initial boost in the beginning, because we can create kind of a waterfall effect where in a snowball effect where people see the product that they already know about it because they search on it from Amazon. As they're, no matter what people are saying, there are many people that will never buy from your website because they don't trust it, but they trust Amazon as a platform, and they search the brand because they've heard of it. They go purchase it on Amazon, etc. So we take that initial traffic and with a few other tactics that we apply, we can make it so that you appear number one on each keyword that you would like on Amazon, no matter the keyword. We can make it so that you're number one on the keyword. And this is not some shenanigans. We do it with some legit and proven ways where you're actually making sales in the process. Apart from that, it's very important to optimize your listings so that people find your product relevant when searching on Amazon. Because, okay, the people that have already heard of the product, they're going to buy it anyway, but the people that are seeing it for the first time, they need to be convinced. So once they land on their listing page, it's much like your website. It needs to be optimized. It needs to look good. You have the option, and we help you get fast there to open that premium A+ page, which is kind of a landing page on your Amazon listing. Imagine you can put a lot of videos there, much more content, visuals, etc., so people can learn more about the brand and get convinced to buy it. From there, we optimize your Amazon PPC, of course. Amazon is actually similar in a way to Google because it's keyword driven. So as long as you're ranking for the best keywords, you are going to be, number one, making sales, etc. Apart from that, we help a lot with setting up evergreen review strategies, because when you're starting on Amazon, actually the most important thing is your reviews. As even if you have the perfect product, but your competitors have 20,000 reviews, people are never going to decide and go and buy your product. So it's very important to get those reviews in the beginning. And from there, it's optimizing relentlessly and applying everything that Amazon has to offer. And recently, fortunately for us, they've been very stale for years. And now I can proudly say that for a couple of years, they've, started to implement a lot of new things on the platform. And that's great, because us as people who are, keeping our finger on the pulse, we can see these new things first, apply them, and marketers know how it is. But if somebody introduces something new on the platform, in the first 3 to 6 months, it works tremendously well, and then all of a sudden it doesn't. But as long as they keep pushing new things, we make money.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. Who is an ideal customer? Who's an ideal client for you?
The ideal client for us is a brand that is doing at least $300,000 in sales on their website. Really doesn't matter how they're driving the traffic there. We have clients that are doing as much and clients that are doing tens of millions of dollars a month, but this is kind of a minimum for us to make things work. We can work with any brand. Apart from what we avoid is like CBD and drug related products, clothing and apparel for the most part, except if it's like some unique like apparel, clothing, accessories, something that they're innovating with. This is actually great. so we're not avoiding those. And bulky products, we don't work with bulky products. Anything else is good to go. So imagine beauty, supplements, dog products, baby products, honestly, anything else, fitness products is welcome, and we've had success in all of these and many other niches.
If a brand is not achieving, you mentioned taking people who aren't selling on Amazon and getting them on Amazon. Is there a different criteria for folks who are already on Amazon for them to know that you could help them? That you could make it better?
Well, it's pretty much the same. They need to be doing relevant sales on their website, and on Amazon, we are going to, if they come from your podcast, we'll gladly make a free audit for them and see if we're a good fit. If we are not a good fit, they win a free audit at the end of the day. If we're a good fit, we're going to offer them to work together and see where we can take it.
And talk a little bit about the team, because obviously you've grown over the years.
Oh yeah, it's been an interesting journey. The team, I cannot be more proud with the team. At this point, we are 43 people, I think, in the office, which I've cherry-picked myself, and I'm very proud of that because it's a very friendly and unique atmosphere in the office. People are laughing and having fun, and when we're working, but it's not only work at the end of the day, so I'd rather keep surrounding myself with cool and like-minded people. And I find this to be very, very important because I can spend time with them outside of the office as well.
That's awesome. You have achieved so much success for both your business and your clients. What's your biggest challenge now?
My biggest challenge now, okay, that's a good question. My biggest challenge now is how to take it from here to the next level, and getting more exposure like I'm doing right now on this podcast, I'd say. So to be honest, on the operation side and things like that, we are very fine-tuned, and we work extremely well. We constantly receive appraisal from our clients, and they've never worked with an agency like that because we're super quick to reply, and they're just really, really impressed. So I'm really happy to say that things are working on that, and the reason for that is that one account manager with us doesn't work with like 20 clients, which I see is becoming the norm, but they work with no more than 4 clients, 4 clients. And they have plenty of time to get familiar with that client, with the products of that client, and have plenty of time for them. And I think that's very important. And another important thing is the weekly calls that we have, because this way we become very familiar with our client's brand, and we're more of an extension to their team rather than an agency at this point. I even, I'm avoiding the word agency as much as possible because I see people having very, very bad experiences previously. And, when they hear agency, they're just scared and kind of feel that agency is not a form and structure that works for them. But I can assure them that not all agencies are made the same.
Absolutely. Your passion is obvious. What do you like best about what you're doing?
Sorry, was that a question?
What do you like best about what you're doing?
Oh, that's a great question. I like talking with cool brand owners, honestly, just getting on a call with them and hearing their story, why they started the brand, where they are now, what are their struggles, and how we can make it better. And seeing them succeed while working together is just really, really amazing. I'm telling you that.
All right. Well, we greatly appreciate your time. We know it's incredibly valuable. For our folks who are watching or listening, where is the best place for them to go to learn more about you, all things HYPERZON, and to take advantage of that audit offer?
Yeah, they're welcome on our website, hyperzone.io. That will be HYPERZON.io. And they can learn everything there is to learn about us, our agency, what we do. They can book a call from there. They can find us under HYPERZON on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and all other places. And they can search me personally My name is Staff, so I hope they can copy it from your podcast, and they can find me on every single platform out there.
All right. Well, we greatly appreciate your time. This has been Seth Greene for Sharkpreneur. Hristo, thank you so much again for joining us.
Thank you, Seth.
Thanks, everybody, for watching or listening. We will talk to you or see you next time.
Why do so many businesses struggle while others seem to explode overnight? Do you wish you had the secret to this type of exponential growth? Now, I've scaled more than 20 businesses to over $100 million, and it's not just luck. In my new book with Mark Tim, Mentor to Millions, you'll learn the repeatable framework I use in all my business ventures for massive success. Order at kevinmentor.com and get over $1,000 in bonuses. Head to kevinmentor.com.